Hi guys, welcome on in. How are you guys doing today? Oh my gosh. I feel like I've been like super busy. All I do is keep going. I keep going. It just never stops. But welcome to some crocheting. I know another ad decided to go off. I don't know why Twitch does this to me sometimes, but it does. It doubles it. I'm here anyways. I want to get started. Cuz I'm late because I was cooking, I was baking, and then I wanted to eat and sit for a minute. So, here we are. Hello. I'm like I'm trying to be nice to myself. So it's just like, yeah, that's fine. It's whenever we're here together. We can do this together. It'll be good. Hopefully my camera's going to be working for today. I was testing it. That was the other reason I was a little later, is because I was testing it and it was doing that lag thing again. I think I fixed it. I think. So hopefully we're good. Hopefully we're good. But I'm excited because The Sims decided to drop a new expansion pack tomorrow. It's very whimsical, very fun. People are thinking fairies. We're all thinking fairies, of course. But there's also a gnome neighborhood, and I love the gnomes. I love gnomes. I don't know why. Probably because of The Sims. But in their little teaser that they dropped, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. There was a wizardy looking gnome. Can I get a screenshot? I want to see if I can't get a screenshot of this. Right in the middle. And it looks like Gandalf. And I was like, I need this. I immediately need this. Let me just take a screenshot so I can show you. I'll even get the other gnomes in it because it's really, it's like too fun. It's too fun. All right, let's see. We'll do it on this screen. No, we'll do it on the other screen. You know what? Screw it. Let's just get right to. Hello? Oh no. Don't do this to me. Oh, come on. You were just connected like 2 minutes ago. Like 2 minutes ago. Well, hold on. Reactivate it. Make sure we're good. Oh, why did it change? Oh, because I restarted. That's why. I was too concerned. I got concerned, and I was just like, everything's going to be broken, isn't it? And so I was like, I'm going to restart just in case. Here we are. It's fine. See? Ta-da! But let me grab that image, because I think this is good I have to show you. Because I think it's really cute, and it's going to be fun. So, and I found, of course, I think I've had this on my Pinterest board for like ever. It's like a Gandalf gnome. But I think it'll be perfect. And even if we like make any of the changes just so it kind of looks like the one from The Sims, I think that's also fine. Where in the world did I save this to? Chick, welcome on in. Thank you so much for that follow. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Where? Oh, there they are. Haha. Screenshots. That's what I wanted. Is it all the way at the bottom? It's either all the way at the bottom or all the way at the top. Come on, refresh. Let's go. I don't have time for this. Okay. I'll put it right in the middle so you guys can see it. And floop. There it is. So see the gnomes? They're so cute. There's like the one on the right with the flowers is definitely new. The one on the left not. The one on the right, no. I think it's just these guys in the middle. So let me just shrink this so I can make it even bigger. But look at these two right here. Gandalf the Grey. Radagast in the background. I don't know. I'm just making jokes at this point because I'm a giant nerd. But look at how cute. So I want to make him. Tomorrow is the trailer, so I'm actually really excited about it, but I was just like, you know what, let's just make it together. I think that would be kind of fun. Something silly, you know, as per usual. What do I like to do? Make silly things and have fun with you guys. I have been working on a lot of other projects, so I was kind of like, you and stream is a good way to just get out like some fun, silly creativity, which is good because then I can always come up with more fun things that I'd like to make a million of. It's kind of the idea. So, I digress, because I've probably, digressed a lot, but let's see. Let's see what we can do, right? It's so cute. I'm so excited because like one of the worlds, it even like said in like their description, it was like one of the neighborhoods is like a gnome neighborhood. And I'm happy about that. I love that. Very whimsical, very wondrous, whimsical, naturey. I like that. I like that a lot. That's it's gonna be good. I hope. We'll find out tomorrow, right? In at least from the trailer. All right, coming over here. There we go. That should be right on top of me, so I can talk and not be too quiet. But I think this gray is gonna be kind of like a good gray for our Gandalf gnome, right? I think that's kind of nice. Oh, I guess I could have the other cam on in case you guys want to see that. My hand's the other direction. Let me see. Da-da-da-da-da. There we go. Ta-da! Hello. Here we are. Let's go that way just a little bit more. Okay, so let's get started. I do have a fun, like this person makes a lot of gnomes, or they had a lot of gnomes. They have them on their website. So if you want the pattern, exclamation mark pattern for the gnome, they have many different ones, different seasonal ones and everything. Have I made one from here with you guys before? I know I've made a gnome or two with you guys before, but maybe not from this same website. But that's okay. We're gonna have a good time with it. And if anybody is working on some fun projects for Whip Wednesday, let us know what you're working on. I have about 4. I have 4 big feet, 2 yetis, and about 2 or 3. Like, well, we'll stick with 2 Mothmen currently, that I'm making, and then I really want to get to work on my jackalope. Obviously, I'm going into a cryptid craze, which is fine. I think that's okay. Because I feel inspired, and I wanna work with that. I wanna stick with it. I feel like that's okay. You gotta stick with it when you feel really inspired. Yeah, I like this color a lot. I don't remember what it's called. I'd have to look at the tag. I actually think I have the tag for this one. Surprisingly. Surprisingly, I probably have the tag for this one. But I really like the color. I think it'll be perfect. Alright. I wonder if we should zoom in just a little bit more so you guys can see better. That should be better. I think so. Okay. See, I think I fixed it. I think we're okay. It's definitely more in time. I don't feel like it's stuttering as much, so I feel much better about that. But I still want a new one eventually. As long as I can get this stuff to work, though, we're good to go. We can keep going, and it makes me happy. All right. So it looks like we're starting. I think we start from bottom up, which makes a lot of sense. You gotta go with the big old gnome booty first. I'm curious to see how much we can get done. But I still wanted to make sure I got to crochet with you guys and have some fun. This is going to be good. Tomorrow, maybe we'll even do some more crocheting. I know I want to do some co-streaming on Discord. So if you're going to join me for that, we might end up we'll do editing, we'll do some crocheting. Maybe we'll get into Minecraft, because I haven't gotten to touch that in a while. I wanted to yesterday, and then I did not get to. All the things that happen. But I'm like excited to work on my tavern a little bit more. So hopefully we can do that. Hi, Shifty! Did you find a home? How far away is it? What biome did you choose? Tell me more. Tell me everything. Ignore my arm very close. I was like, I just feel like it's on a weird angle. I want to fix it. It's my own fault. There we go. I feel like that's better, right? Maybe even a little bit more this way. That feels better. Okay, we'll stick with it. I broke it. No, don't tell me I broke it. Don't tell me I broke it because I touched it. I shouldn't have touched it. Give me a second. I'm just gonna make sure we're good. We can chat while we do that. You stole a jungle island? Really? Oh, that's fun. Just a short river ride from the tavern to from Ashton. Oh, I like that. That's gonna be good. See, I still don't really have like a true home. Are you kidding? I don't have like a true home, but I figure eventually we'll find one for me. What are you doing? Why did I have to touch it? Why did I have to touch it? Because I was like, oh, I just want to make sure it looks really good for you guys. And this is what happens. Oh, it's by the Panda Treehouse. I had a feeling that's what you meant. I swear to God, if I have problems, I'm just gonna quit. If I have problems today, I just quit. That's fine, right? That's fine. But that's what I kind of figured. There were a few little islands there that could be really fun for a house. Also, I think it's where one of my crazy visual effects is an issue. Part of me is wondering if I'm gonna have to like redo my entire map and just delete some stuff so that it'll work better, but we'll see. Just switch to Minecraft. Look. It's an option. It's an option. If this dies on me, we will. Absolutely. Because I can't be bothered. Why does it hate me so? Do you have... Is it gonna look like It Belongs in the Jungle type of theme then? You're gonna go tiny house, massive jungle mansion. I love all of the ideas, honestly. So... I'm always of the mind, I kind of want to go exploring again, but I need to finish the tavern first, and then make a couple more pup stops before I do so. I feel like I need to do this to be a proper person. You've no clue how to build, you're very, very not good at building. There's probably like a fun little tutorial you could watch. That might help. Ashton's very good at finding those things, so. You found the Camel Mangrove and Mushroom Island. I love it. With the tavern, I was like trying to find like a basic outline, and then I was like looking for different inspiration for detailing. So I hope it turns out okay. Right now it's not much, you know, but it's there. It's it's gonna become something, right? There we go. I'm probably gonna end up putting Gandalf Gnome, my wizard gnome, everywhere. Just, I love it. I love the idea of just having wizard gnomes all over the place. If they did the fun stuff that they used to have with the gnomes where they could, like, change positions and have families, and then there's a gnome graveyard and stuff, would be hilarious. I highly doubt it, but it was one of those things that when it happened the first time in my game, I was fascinated by it. Now it's just kind of Gnomegeddon on Harvest Fest. Okay. But I have been wanting to crochet more nerdy things, so this is perfect. Multiple folds here. I think he has a little, like, mushroom hat on his hat. Let me see. See, he's got a little mushroom on his hat. We'll have to make the staff. It's like a nice little curly staff. And it looks like either it's patches or it's just a pattern with leaves on the hat, too. But, yep. Yep, that's happening. This is happening. Okay, now I can just get into the swing and just go. I felt like I had to keep fixing everything. Now I feel like I can just see how fast we can make it. Part of me is like, maybe I could just turn off my microphone and my camera and just, here we are. That's probably gonna be tomorrow. Okay. Because now the question becomes how many increases I'm gonna do here. I kind of want to look. I think I'm gonna look forward. Must check it out. Okay. Really? Okay. All right. All right. That's fine. Aha. We do start putting like single crochet rows in between. I was curious to see if that was going to be a part of it too. Oh no, that's the hat. What? How did I scroll down that far? I'm like sitting here going, huh, okay. All right. Okay, so it is just one more row of increases. No big deal. Love that. Okay. Perfect. But how is everybody? How's your week going? I hope you guys are doing well. Today, well, for dinner, I baked bread bowls. We had some soup. Even though it was hot outside, I just wanted to bake bread bowls for soup. So I was just like, I don't care how hot it is outside. This is what's happening. They actually came out pretty good. I was pleased. I was very pleased. But I do like to bake, so I'm always down to bake more bread. Still have to figure out which recipes I want to make with you guys so we can have a good cooking day together. I feel like this month and next month are gonna get busy again. Only a little bit, but it's one of those things that it gets a little crazy. We have people visiting, we're going places. It just kind of depends. So I'm trying to plan out every fun, crazy stream that we may end up doing. Okay. So that should be that. Right. Yes. Did I miss a row? There's no way. No. Okay. I'm like counted and it's just like off by one, but I think I know why. Okay. So yeah, so he shouldn't end up being like huge. This is gonna probably be like a small gnome, which is perfectly fine to me because I can always make him big. Can always make ourselves a massive gnome if we really wanted to. Which is fun. Because how can you say no to a fun giant gnome? And I've been needing more, right? I've been needing more gnomes. There was one point you guys were making fun of me for the amount of gnomes I have, and so then I was like, I'm actually going to take a picture of all of them, and I did. I went around the house and I was like taking pictures of all the gnomes that I could find. I was like, I need more. Definitely need more. Okay. But I have like all of my stuff spread out that I am currently working on, which is kind of fun. Trying to whip up as much as I can, which is always a good thing, and also kind of it can be stressful because you're just trying to go from one project to the next and keep up the momentum. But I'm excited about it. I'm feeling good about it. And I have a couple other projects that I was like, oh, I kind of want to work on this, and I went, no. Finish this one first, then you can work on that one, and then we can go back and forth between silly fun projects for me and inventory. And thus the Gandalf gnome. Honestly, maybe I'll just make a bunch of wizard gnomes and different gnomes everywhere. I like this. This can become part of my inventory. You never know. If I feel really good about it, especially with our modifications that we're gonna make, could be really fun. Okay. But it is Whip Wednesday, so if you are also working on a bunch of projects and you'd like to share what you're working on, coming in, just hanging out, feel free to share it. You can also share pictures in the Discord. We have a whole little crafty section. You guys can talk about crafting, share your projects, ask questions. I know we have some really cool crafty people in the community. I know they would also want to help because we're all so supportive of each other. So feel free. I hope my freezer bunny and my cow plant both approve of the gnome that's going to be added to our... I don't know where Grim went. I honestly don't know where Grim went. I think he fell and he's got to be behind something right now. He's hiding, but I like that my collection of Sims is growing right now. This makes me happy. I need to make a lot more of too. I would love to make a ton of cow plants. I love how my cow plant came out. It makes me super happy. I need more. that should be one more. I don't have the next color. I need black. Do I have it? No, that's brown. Oh, I think I see some black over there. I'll grab it in a second. I was kind of like, I'm reorganizing and considering all the projects I have going on. I was like pulling out a bunch of yarn and just like putting it all in a row. Like, okay, this is for this project. This goes over here. And then I was just like, I probably should pick all this up so you guys don't have to see the giant mess. Of course. I think if we need one more row after this one, actually. There we go. Bit of a readjustment there. I keep waiting for my plants to actually flower and produce something. Right now, the only one that's doing something that makes me excited, one, my rhubarb is getting big, which makes me really happy and excited. Two, my lavender is flowering. It smells delicious anyways. I love the smell of lavender, and I'm super excited about how my lavender plant is looking so far. Hi, Gigi, welcome on in. Thanks for the lurk and the check-in. I hope you're enjoying your Whip Wednesday. And then I have... So my lavender is flowering, which makes me happy. The clematis I have is massive. We didn't even know what it was going to be because there's like a little vine that was already here. So I cut it back a bunch because I saw some growth. So I was like, okay, get rid of all the dead stuff, cut it back. It is massive, giant purple flowers. It's so fun. Where did that come from? That wasn't there before. Did it all of a sudden just pop up again? Alright, well, let's see if I break it. Let's see what happens. No, it looks good. Okay. Don't refresh. Don't refresh. You're not allowed to do that. Don't do that to me. How dare you? Because I'm using the free version. Because I'm cheap. No, don't say sorry. It's okay. I don't really care. It's alright. It can advertise itself. It's handy because I need a new camera, but it's handy, right? Because it works. It's like, well, if you're gonna work, we're gonna get you to work properly. Do you use it too? Yeah. But it's been a little laggy, and I'm like, okay, don't do this, because I wasn't ready to buy a new camera yet. I wasn't ready. 3 of your cams, yes, I love that. Okay. This one, like this one, from this angle doesn't look too bad. But when it's big, it always, like, the coloring just is so off, and I'm just, like, not happy with it. I can't use that as, like, the actual camera again. I can't. Okay. So now I need to grab my black yarn quick, because I think it's just, like, for the belt. Speaking of Lord of the Rings music came on. It was perfect. Thank you. I don't know if it's too quiet for you guys. I probably should turn it up a little bit. Okay. It always ends up being way too loud for me that I have to turn everything down for me and just turn it up for you guys. All right. Cute. Let me grab that. dun, 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 dun. Yeah, because it's just for like 2 rows, and then we go back to the dusty gray. For Gandalf the Grey. Okay. But back to my plant story, because I was telling you guys about my garden, because this is what happens. We're talking whimsical garden, naturey stuff anyways. This is what The Sims is dropping tomorrow, so why not just discuss mine, right? So my lemon tree only had like a couple flowers on it so far. I finally put it outside. I'm feeling brave putting it outside with the squirrels, because I think they're gonna leave it alone, which is good. But I think that'll be better for it, and I'm hoping it starts to flower a bunch more, so we can get a bunch of lemons. However, I do have a couple flowers on one of my... Is it my pepper plant? No, my tomato plant. One of my tomato plants has flowers on it. Finally. I feel like everything is super slow. I am like in a different location, so that probably will also add to it. But the weather hasn't felt that different. So I feel like, well, it shouldn't be this much slower. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being impatient this year, because I just want everything to grow. We have already used some of our basil. And I think one of our other things too, but that's good. But I do like to garden, so I'm happy with what I've done so far to clean it up and make it look really nice and make it enjoyable for us to go outside and look at it. Okay. So this was just 2 rows, right? So I don't have to do too many. Yes. Good. What is happening? Do I have to refresh again? Duh. Oh, shoot. I just closed the pattern. You know, this is my own fault. This is what happens. Okay, there we go. Back to where I was. I actually think this is going to be a really cute size for our little gnome friend. I even have a gnome of me in my office. She sits back there. You can kind of see her hat. It's she's by the 3D printer right now. I should just move her around all the time. Okay. What else can I tell you about me? What have I done? What have I been doing? Oh, a lot of recording. A lot of editing to do. As always, I feel like. But it's always a good thing. It's always fun. Okay. So we have the bottom part so far. Now we're going to switch back to the dusty gray. Probably should cut it, but... Let's see. Just do this. I'll cut it in a minute. The laziness. My scissors are literally right next to me, and I'm just like, can't be bothered. Hi, Cage. Welcome on in. How you doing today? How's your Wednesday? Hope you're doing well. There we go. Much better. I do actually have to cut this too. I might as well just cut it now. Get it over with. Get it out of my way. Screw it. Okay. So a bunch more rows. Bunch more rows now. I think once we get all of the pieces, it's going to come together really cute. I am kind of excited to watch the trailer tomorrow, though, just to see what they're going to put into the game and what's going to be kind of like fun and different and cool. But whenever it's like, I like the nature-centric stuff. I think that's, so I'm excited about it. Am I, like, super huzzah about, fairies? It's fine. I am curious to see what they do differently than, you know, say just having a spellcaster, because I feel like in Sims 3 they were very spellcastery, or was it like Sims 2? Both of them, I guess. They were just kind of like beings that could do magic and were more mischievous. So we'll have to see what happens. Doing okay? Glad to hear it. But it'll be fun. I kind of at this point just kind of assume it's the fairies. They've been hinting at it a lot, so don't want to get other people's hopes up that it is going to be fairies, but it seems obvious at this point. I still wish they would do a refresh, though, because I feel like with this pack coming out, they could absolutely refresh Plant Sims. That would be nice. I want Plant Sims to actually be like a supernatural sim again, and not just like a temporary state. I really liked playing as a plant sim before, and all the goofy things you could do, even like growing a baby in your garden and stuff. That was always so funny. So I feel like this would be an opportunity for that, but we'll see what happens. Considering they were like refreshing other stuff, especially like ghosts and everything, that was a great upgrade for them. And I've been having so much fun playing that with you guys, playing that my sim that wasn't supposed to be a ghost. Worth it anyways. Okay. So this one even has like the cloak and stuff. It has like a way to make the staff. I kind of think we're gonna end up making that on our own, and like the little mushroom and stuff. Excuse me, to make it a little bit more like the sim version. Because I think that would be really cute. So we could even make like little leaves to attach to the hat. Stuff like that. I think that'll be really fun. Could try to embroider them onto the hat too. That would be kind of nice. I've been wanting to do a lot more of that with my with my crocheting. I always like the idea of combining different of all my hobbies together to make something. I still love that idea of it. So it's just like I keep wanting to make more. So on my lovely giant list of things I want to do is that make an item that I can sew and embroider. Yep. So it's going to be crochet, sewing, and embroidery. That's kind of what I want to go for. Okay, 16, 17, 18. 2 more? I don't know if you guys tend to do any of that kind of stuff, though, too. Where it's like, oh, combine a bunch of different things together. Multimedia projects. It just makes me more excited, because it's like, yeah, because now I can just do everything and put it all together. Okay. But if you're just joining us, I am crocheting a wizard gnome, aka Gandalf, aka the gnome that was teased in the Sims 4 teaser trailer for the new expansion pack. Because I can't help myself and I want to make it, because it's just fun. And if you're working on anything fun for Whip Wednesday, let us know what you're working on. If you want to share any pictures or anything, we do have a Discord that you could share your pictures in. Have some fun. Always good. Okay. We're doing good so far. We're at least going to be able to have, like, the body and the hat completed. At least. Maybe I will be able to get all the parts together. I do want to try and get the extra part pieces, though, too, where it's, like, the little mushroom and stuff. Okay. Yes. Now is the time to decrease. Because this is the body part so far. I like that it's going to be this size. I'm excited. We can always make adjustments later where we're like, okay, we want to make a new one. We'll make a bigger one, smaller one. But I think I like this size. I am doing it every 3 and I'm supposed to be doing it every 6. I'm being silly. Hold on. Glad I caught myself on that one. That would have been so annoying. More Lord of the Rings music. Da-da-da. Honestly, though, if they put more Lord of the Rings stuff into the game, if they make, like, Hobbit houses and, like, Hobbit doors and stuff, would be amazing. It would make me super excited and happy. Let's go. So I'm all right with this. Elves of some sort. I mean, I guess their gnomes are kind of the elves, if you think about it. Then maybe not high elves, but you know what I mean. But that would be so much fun. That was one of my first projects here on Twitch. My first ever Sims build. I think I made a Hobbit house. I should do another one. Now I want to make another one. I feel like I have to. I should build a new like Hobbit house. Cuz I'm pretty sure I just like built Bilbo's. I think I want to build another one. It'd be a lot of fun. Shifty. I love it. I love that. Sometimes you just have to make a few lines, you know, to say hey. Da, 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 da. Maybe I should play in the Hobbit house. They have another one of those like events that's going to start happening towards the end of the month. Maybe I should play in my Hobbit house. That could be really fun. I think I have to do this. The ball python said hi. Oh my god, yes. No, that makes me really happy. Never apologize. Never apologize. That makes it even better. Yeah, I think I'm feeling inspired to do that now. I think I have to. I must. Did you? I want to see. I want to see. Ah! Oh my god, I love it. This is so cute. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's really fun. Okay. How many times do I... Well, I probably have to decrease like 5 times. This is fine. He kept poking his head out, so you assume he wanted to hang out? Oh, I bet. I bet he was just like, hey, I want to hang out with you. Let me hang out. Let me come out and just slither around a bit. Stretch my body. I was gonna say stretch my legs, and I was just like, no. No, that's not right. Stretch my scales. I think that sounds better. Let's say it that way. Vestigial claws. It's weirder. That's a weird thing to think about. 2 tiny little hooks. Oh my god. Da, da, da. Oh. Oh. Okay, we're done. With the body, at least. It says to slip stitch a couple of times, and we're done. So I'm gonna leave a somewhat of a tail here, though. What used to be legs way back in the day. When snakes had tails. Wait, no. When snakes had legs. I said tail because I was talking about this tail. Okay, so we have with, you know, we have a tubey looking body. Ta-da. Next. All right. Da-dum. I'm excited. So now we're going to work on the hat. So this will be good. I'm trying to think of anything else that they said they were going to add to the game. Oh, ailments. Ailments was one of the things that they mentioned. So I don't know if that means like any and all Sims can get like sick with these ailments or need to get like some sort of concoction to fix it, but or if it's going to be similar to how your Sims can get sick with get to work. Curious about that. Okay. I think I need my stitch marker. There we go. Maybe. Is it this one? Yeah. All right. So, for the hat, because it is like that cone shape, it looks like we are going to be putting in single crochets in between our increases. Which makes sense, because then it makes it a little bit longer before getting wider. Okay. Okay, where am I at? So now it's every other? Yes. I'm like trying to make sure I get this right. I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention, dang it. That's what I'm trying to do. Pay attention, read a pattern, talk to you guys, read chat. Talk about random stories. Because I know you guys love my random stories. I'm like an old person just telling random stories. Back in my day. Okay. It looks like too small to me, so I was counting. Sorry. I had to count to make sure because I was just like, no, that's just like the tip because these are usually going to be really tall on their like on the body. So I'm assuming that's what's going to end up happening here. Probably twice the height of the body. Okay. More widening out, which is gonna be good. See, I could probably incorporate it. No, I'm still debating. I'm debating back and forth between either embroidering on some leaves on the hat, or like crocheting leaves and then just sewing them on. I kind of like the idea of the embroidery though. I think that would be kind of fun. He's wrapped around the mouse. Oh no, right around the cord. Hey, I like to have mine corded too. So I totally get it. And you can't move most of the... Oh my gosh. So you're just trying to tab your way across the screen. You know what? You do what you gotta do. It's kind of like when a pet lays on you and goes to sleep, you can't move. Right? Same idea. You let them live their best life. That's your baby. You work your way around them. I am slouching a bunch. I just realized my back is sore. There we go. Right now, this is just looking like a weird claw on my finger. Just fair. Definitely spoiled, begs for food, the whole nine. Oh my god, I love it. I love that he begs for food. I could see it, though. Like, excuse me, but I'd like some more. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. We're gonna have the cutest Gandalf gnome. This is gonna be my best. It's gonna be the best thing ever, right? I think it's gonna be cute. Time to exercise? Yes. He's a little tubby tubs, and you're just now seeing you'll have to get him out and make him move more. Oh my gosh. He's like, no, no, no. This is just my happiness tummy. What do you mean? This just means I'm full and happy. Harvey's the one who forces me to go on runs now because I've made it kind of a routine for us. So even on those days where I'm like, I don't think we should go today, or if it's like not that great out, he's like, excuse me, we're going. The only thing that stops us at this point is rain, because I don't want to run in the rain. He doesn't like being wet, so he wouldn't want it either. But he still gets mad at me, like it's my fault it's raining outside. That's funny. It's a good question. Maybe he's just like, I don't feel like moving, you know. It's those months that it's like, move less. I enjoy my less movement right now. You gotta get that summer bod going. There we go. Okay. Okay, now my nose all of a sudden got really stuffy. Can we not? I don't know if it's allergies or what, because it's just like all of a sudden it hit me. Once you have the chance, we'll be going outside for natural light and enrichment. I love it. I love it. I like that too. That's what happens with me, you know, when it gets nice out. You take me outside for some natural light and enrichment, and it, it feels really good. Make sure you guys do that for yourselves. Okay. So we still have a lot more to go on the hat. The hat is probably going to take us the longest. I have a feeling. There we go. Just a silly little hat so far. Alright, so we are on row 13. Keep moving it down so I don't lose my space. So anyways, what else do I have to talk about? Probably nothing. Literally nothing. I have nothing to talk about it, which is fine. You know, I keep coming back to what I'm expecting from the trailer tomorrow, but I'm like, I kind of just like want to watch it. I'm excited to watch it at least. But I know it's 3 neighborhoods, and one of them is probably going to be more of like the enchanted forest type. So I'm kind of curious to see how it's all going to work. I'm assuming that's going to end up being like how they just did Ravenwood, where like the one area looks a little bit more ghostly. I kind of wish they would put another hidden world though, like the oh god, I can't think of the words now. There's like a hidden glen and stuff. And those are always so fun. I wish you could do more with them. I wish they had like a full neighborhood inside. Like that would be great. So I could go for one of those. Not a rabbit hole. Not one where it's like a rabbit hole where you get to like answer a bunch of prompts. I'm saying like a whole little hidden world area where you go inside something, the rabbit hole. You know, you go inside the rabbit hole and you pop out into like the enchanted forest, or you go through like the magical fairy arch and now you're in a new land and there's actually like buildings and stuff. That would be fun. I would be okay with that. I kind of expect another rabbit hole in this one though. And 6. There we go. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you guys are Sims players too, because I'm talking Sims because new expansion pack trailer comes out tomorrow. We're making a Gandalf gnome because of their teaser. Yada yada. But I don't know if you guys are like super into the supernatural stuff. I probably don't play with them often, the supernaturals, but I do enjoy them. And I used to always enjoy seeing the new expansion pack come out in Sims 3 and go, ooh, or was it 2? 2 and 3 probably. Where I'm like, "Oh, what's the supernatural sim that's going to be in that expansion pack?" Cuz that's how they used to do it. And I loved that. That was always fun. So, I will probably be excited regardless of what happens just cuz I enjoy the game too much. And it'll be fun to analyze the trailer. You did a crude measurement of the length? He's about 3 foot? Oh my gosh. You're a yard. You're a yardstick. I love that. That's a long one. Is that adult length? Aw, baby still. Still baby, even if adult. Okay, so... let's see. How many rows do I have on this part? All right, we're halfway through. We're halfway through the hat. That's good. That's pretty good. I am half trying to speedrun it because I want to get it done. I want one. I just want to have them. Okay. I did see something with like a hobbit hold, like the door, a hobbit door. And I was just like, oh, now I'm feeling inspired to crochet that. So I might have to make some more Lord of the Rings stuff. So we're making Gandalf, which is like threefold. Gandalf, the Grey, Gnome, Sims 4 Wizard Gnome. And then I'll have to make something with the hobbit door, because I just think it would be really cute. Trying to figure out what I want it to be. Could be a little wall hanging thing. Or like a little bag could be cute. Did you just say I'm a nerd? Yell at me to stop? Are you listening to what I'm saying right now? You're also feeding on a slower schedule, so it might take longer to grow to full length, which is healthier. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, though. That's fair, especially with like less movement and stuff. But I understand the nerding out. I totally get it. No, go ahead. I don't care. Enjoy yourself. If anybody else has something they're feeling really passionate about or want to talk about, feel free. Let's chat about it. Tell me your thoughts on things. What are you feeling nerdy about right now? I want to know. Okay, this is just a single crochet row. I got confused. It's fine. Okay. Ah. All right, more increases. So many increases. A spinach salad sounds delicious. I love it. I always do prefer spinach. That's pretty much my lettuce. If it calls for lettuce, I'm using spinach. No worries. You guys can just like vibe, enjoy yourselves, lurk, hang out. That's what we're here for. I'm just gonna ramble on and on. This tends to be what happens. You love spinach? I do too. I do too. we go. Ping. Oh my god, I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. This should be 8, not 4. This should be 8, not 4. I'm fixing it. I am fixing it. There we go. I hope I didn't do that on these. No, I did it right. I feel like I have to check. I don't trust myself now. Okay, we're fine. We're okay. Spinach is not good for reptiles? Really? I'm surprised. It has an enzyme that inhibits vitamin D and calcium uptake, so best to avoid giving spinach as a green. Oh, that's an interesting one. You like it on sandwiches? I do too. It's very good on sandwiches. Like when I make I'll make breakfast sandwiches. I'll saute the spinach with some red pepper and garlic. And then that goes on my egg sandwich. It's really good. But on regular sandwiches, typically I'll just leave it as just spinach, you know, just throw the baby spinach on there, I'm good to go. Right. I'm keeping up with this, right? I know where I am. Ah! There we go. Much better. Kale, mustard greens, and others staying away from nutrient scarce options like iceberg lettuce is always the way to go. Scarce or scarce? Maybe I'm reading it funny. I like it. Okay. Of course, sometimes when I'm just having a salad, uh, I could have it with like the spinach and stuff too, and it'll just be like a spinach with cucumber, tomato, and cheese or whatever. And then sometimes I've been just doing it where I just cut up a cucumber, some tomato, some mozzarella. No, I think yeah, I think that's what you mean, right? Like when it's nutrient deficient, like has less nutrients. I think that's what you mean. I assume. I don't know. Look, it's fine. Who cares? We know what we mean. It did you dirty. The opposite of nutrient dense. Yeah. But yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. I like when they're a little bit more hearty. I mean, you have to eat like a lot of spinach technically for it to work out that way, but I still enjoy it a lot. And I probably do eat enough of it. I'm doing that thing where I'm like sitting funny. Hold on. Everybody do a good stretch if you haven't. There we go. Where am I? 7, 8, 9. Yes. You want to get another snake so badly? Oh. Would they be able to interact then? Would they be like really cute together? Some animals you can't put them together, you know what I mean? But that's why I'm like asking, because I think that it would make sense that they could. You wouldn't say yes, no. Oh, okay. I was curious. I was like, that one for me could go like, I could see it going either way, where they either would enjoy having a companion or be like, oh, no, 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 no. Get out of here. This is my place. Get a hog nose, most likely, which would not be a good interaction with the python. That would make sense. Sure, sure, sure. One day, Shifty, you'll get another one. Most are solitary. It makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Look, I get it. Sometimes you just need your space. All right. Scooch back up for a second. Okay, good. We're getting close to the end of the hat. I say close, but it's like we have 10 more rows. Yep, we're getting close. Got like 10 or, 15 more rows to do. That's fine. You had 11-foot Burmese python named Reggie. Aw. It does depend on the species, like garter snakes, when kept in captivity, are often actually healthier and live longer when in colony. See, I like that. That's kind of cool. Little pack animal. Aw. Well, that is a large size. I would imagine that would have to happen potentially. Okay, so we're at 10. Okay. Hold on. They made you? Oh. It must be like a limit thing then. More than likely it's just to prevent bad people from doing silly things that they shouldn't be doing. Because that tends to happen. But that does suck. Okay, 5. There we go. Innuendo intended. Oh my god. Wait, so if it's intended... if it's intended, this has to happen, right? But it makes a lot of sense. That would be kind of sad having to give up anything. Okay. They told you it wasn't going to get bigger than 4 feet, and then it ended up being 11. Yeah. Okay. I have to keep scrolling just so I don't lose my spot. You got yours December 24th, 2021? Christmas. Christmas, baby. So that was 3.5 years ago now? Baby. Yeah, at that point I would assume it needs like a pool size tank to live in. Let's see. At least it has a nice home to go to, though. That's a good thing, too. Okay, we're babysitting? Gotcha. Okay. Hi, little shifty python. It's like, do you like Lord of the Rings? Do you like the dragons? Alright, let's see. So there... Was that... Did I didn't increase that round, right? No. Okay. So now I have to increase... Again. How many more increases? It's ridiculous. There's like 4 or 5 more increases, and then we'll be finished. At least with this part. I told you the hat was going to be really big. There we go. For anybody who's just joining us for Whip Wednesday, if you're working on any fun projects for today, let us know what you're working on, starting, finishing, any of those good things. Frogging, that's also okay. That's part of the process. You got this. I believe in you. You don't want to have any more pets? Oh no. You'd rather have the humans so you can hold a conversation? Yeah, I tend to hold a conversation with my animal. I probably look a little insane, but that's okay, right? That's fine. It always feels like Harvey is actually talking back and has these great thoughts. He's so expressive. It's kind of uncanny. Cats will ignore the conversation. Yeah, I could probably see that one. Better a listener, not on his phone all the time. There you go. Yes. Let's see. We need some interaction happening, right? Sometimes you just need that. Da, 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 da. Come on. I wanted to get a lot of pieces of this guy going. I was excited about it. I figured any of the extra embellishments I wouldn't get done, but at least like the big pieces, right? Then I can spend a lot of time just sewing amigurumi together. Okay. Where am I at now? So we're finally at row 26. I think we have until 35. Yep, so that's still another 10 rows. Did I just say I had 10 rows? I lied. I totally lied to myself on that one. If I just keep saying 10 rows, I don't know if that makes it feel longer or shorter. Yeah, I was like, it was like a 10 or 15. I knew it was actually 15, but still. Sometimes I just go, yeah, it's about 10. That's fine. Dum. Two, three. Does the hat have a brim? I wonder if they put a brim on this one. It's gonna be so silly. I think they may have, at least a small one. If not, we should add a brim. But I'm pretty sure it's going to have a brim. I don't have the picture in front of me now to know. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Five, six. There we go. Did you find a pattern for the mask? Oh, I haven't looked at any of that yet. Not yet. Not yet. I'd rather them not be like full masks though. If I did anything, it would probably just be like, you know, it comes down a little bit extra or comes around the sides. I wouldn't want it to be like a full mask. That'd be like a little too much. Let's see. Yep. One or, 12 at a time. Whatever I can handle. Only a handful at a time. It's kind of like I'm going back and forth between inventory, silly item, inventory, something I wanted to make for myself. Should that be a part of the inventory? I will think about it later. Silly item also could be a part of inventory. Then I'm like, okay, do I want to make more of these? What do I want to do with this? But it's helpful. It's kind of fun. Find things that make me excited and happy and motivated, and I go with it. It doesn't get dark till 9:30 now. It is really fun in the summer when the sunset ends up being pretty late. And the days are nice and long and you can get a lot more stuff in outside. It's good. It's always good. I need more of it. Better without daylight savings? Probably. It's one of those things that they're always like, oh, we're gonna get rid of it. I don't think I'm gonna hold my breath. You debating getting one of those mesh hammocks for in the corner of your room for like stuffed animals. Yes, I know what you're talking about. That would be adorable. You definitely could do that. You definitely could. You want a hammock for you? I say go for it. Get yourself a hammock. Let's go. It could be kind of fun. Could be kind of nice to have a hammock out back. I don't think Harvey would try to get into it. He might. And then I don't want him getting hurt. I could only imagine the way he'd jump into it and it would just like go, phew. I don't need it. I don't need that. That's too stressful. Probably easier than sleeping on the ground. I would imagine it would be a little bit warmer, right? And a little less like solid. So it depends on if you like a little give to your sleeping arrangements versus just solid ground. I've seen some like really cool like hammock like tents that you put up and they're covered and everything, but they like stick into like 3 different sections. It's kind of neat. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Seven, 8, 10. Drafts in the summer are okay? Do you mean like with the hammock? Well, I was thinking more so the ground gets pretty cold. So like when you're sleeping on the ground, that would feel pretty cold. Versus if you're up a little bit more, you might end up staying a little bit warmer. That was where my brain went for it. But I could be wrong. I don't go camping very often, and I do prefer a bed. You have to build a jungle gym just for them? Oh my god, that'd be amazing. Getting to climb on everything. Did I? Yes. Okay. This is getting heavy. I'm gonna scroll just so I don't lose my place here. I could see a full jungle gym being really cute, though, that they can climb up and go down and just coil and have fun and... Sounds like a good time to me. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. This hat feels way too big now with the body that they had me build, but okay. No, maybe it's fine. Maybe it'll be fine. It looks way too big. All right, whatever. I'm gonna keep going. This is what they had me crochet. I'm following their pattern. Maybe with all the embellishments, it'll fit and it'll make more sense. Also, just really cute to have, like, you know, an oversized hat. Hammock's easier to carry than an air mattress. I guess that would be true. I guess it depends on how much it folds up, right? Because you could always, like, get that roll-up one that could hook to, like, the bottom of the hiking backpack. But I would imagine that it would be smaller. Unless it's a really fancy one. It's like never ending. The hat that never ends. Oh, wait. There we go. And then the last 7. 6 and 7. There we go. Need to just stretch out for a second here. So we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more rows. We got this. 600 pounds? And that one just holds 250? Jeez. So that's a lot. That's a lot of poundage. So I do think they make the cape like a darker gray. I'm gonna have to check to see if I have a good gray that'll work. Didn't really think about getting another color. Oh, because you're saying it might be for 2 then? Is it like in your backpack it can hold 600 pounds? Or like... Because, I mean, that would make sense. But I would expect that, you know, with each person, they would have their own bag to carry, like, a bunch of stuff. But... I don't know, 600 pounds on my back doesn't sound very, very nice. Especially if I'm hiking. It looks like these next few rows are just increases. We're not going to have the in-betweens anymore, so I don't know if that is going to kind of give that brim look to it, or we'll have to see. Okay. Yeah, because this is increasing like doubly, it looks like. So my guess is that because it's going to increase more, it's going to give that brim look. So this is going to make sense. He's anchoring to your lamp to dangle off the desk? What are you doing? You little goofball. Oh, the hammock is that heavy. Oh, geez. I would imagine, is that, is that one you'd really want to take hiking, or would it be like, okay, you drive to a camping spot, you could use it there, or if it's just like, you know, at your home. That's what I would expect with that, if it's going to be that heavy. That seems silly. Oh, a weight limit of 600. Oh, I get what you mean. Like somebody can get onto it. That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. If the hammock only weighs like 2 pounds. Yeah, that would make a lot more sense. I don't know. The way I was reading it, it just sounded like the backpack could hold 600 pounds, and I'm just like, a 600-pound back, like, hammock just seems very silly. But yeah, that makes a lot more sense. 6, 7. Sorry, I'm like trying to pay attention to make sure I have the counts right. So it's like sometimes I'm gonna get everything wrong when I read it. 6, 7. Kind of surprised. Well, no, I was like, oh, maybe I should just be doing this on the front loop, but this is fine. We'll see. We'll see if it looks like it needs to go onto the front loop to flare it more. Like a 40-pound backpack. Yeah, see, that seems more reasonable. That makes a lot more sense to me. And 7. Okay. I feel like this is gonna sit down by that belt area. Look at this. Look at this. This hat doesn't make any sense. I feel like it's a little too big. Hopefully I didn't mess something up on the body. I'm pretty sure that's what they told me to do, though. I was paying attention. For the fact that I'm still going on the hat and it already didn't make sense like 10, 12 rows ago. But it's okay. We will find out. 7, 8. Yes. Okay. I'm still thinking with like the cape added on, the arms, the nose. It should fit properly then. It's all that like compensating for the thickness around from all the other pieces that are going to be on it. Live out of the backpack for like 6 days. 8 if you had another 20. It makes sense. A lot of people will go for like those long backpacking trips. Maybe one day I'll try it. I don't I'd be okay with trying it. I'd be okay with doing it. I just probably would feel gross after a while and be like, yeah, go for, you know, a hotel room. Okay. I always like the day trips. Go hiking, explore nature for a little while. I'm all right with that. Long bike rides. But then a place to crash. I would imagine laundry would be a pain. It's one of those things that you want to make sure you're keeping up with, though, right? From GA to PA on the... Oh, you did the Appalachian Trail. Oh, that's so fun. Did it slow? Took like 4 months. Hey, you know, you don't have to do things fast. As long as you're enjoying yourself and getting out there, that's pretty cool. See, it's got that little bit of a flare. That's good. All right, so I still have to do 2 more increases. It's ridiculous. It's getting goofy now. Okay. But if you're just joining us and you're working on anything fun for Whip Wednesday, let us know what you're working on. 8, 9. I am currently working on a wizard gnome, aka Gandalf, aka the wizard gnome I spotted in... I mean, it was like center frame. I spotted in the teaser The Sims put out yesterday. And I was like, yes, I must. I want. If you want people to not avoid you. Yeah, I would imagine that would definitely help. Okay. There we go. Da 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 da. Waterfalls. Waterfalls are so pretty. It is fun to, like, come across them and just hang out at them and either just listen to them. Okay. So close. So close. There we go. Da 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 da. I still have one more row. Still one more row, but we got it. We got there. Last row of the hat. Yay! Part of me still looks at that body and goes, I did something wrong, didn't I? Did I miss half the rows I was supposed to increase? Luckily, I can easily just take it apart and redo it. But that's only later when we find out. I would hope people wouldn't do that. Yeah. That just kind of... That would ruin it for me. Could always find somewhere else to go. That would be my thought process. Okay, let's see. Last one. And then the next is going to be the cape. I'm not saying that. I just... People tend to ruin stuff that they don't need to do. But that's just my opinion. I feel like they could be a little bit more respectful. I always feel like people tend to ruin things. I try to avoid them when I'm out trying to do something that I enjoy. Ooh, what time is it? Okay. Because I wasn't going to make this a long one, but we have started our Gandalf. I still have to see what colors, if I needed like a darker color for the cape. Because I think that would make the most sense. Have like a different shade of gray that would work well with it. And then I have to see what other colors I may need. I do know I'm gonna need the mushroom, like red and maybe like a cream or a white. I'll have to have like a really pretty green that goes well with the gray on the hat. And then of course like the long white beard and everything too. Seven, 8. With the beard, I'm gonna have to see how they want me to actually do it. I wonder if we would want to like felt it or like brush out the beard so it's a little bit fuzzier, because that could be fun. I think in the past I've just kind of left it as like the long strings, but I think I'd rather make it a little bit, you know, a little bit like, what's the texture I'm trying to think of, but almost like pull them apart and brush it out. Alright, so that should be the hat. Let me see if there's anything else we could potentially work on. Yeah, see, this is saying like a charcoal or a dark gray for the wizard cape, which makes sense. Then the wizard's arms. Let's gonna start with. Oh, I didn't bring that out either. Yeah, something like frayed. I'm like thinking like just brushed, something like that. But hi, monk. I guess I could see if I have like the dusty gray or the dark gray, the charcoal gray. Because this is only it's like only 6 rows. That's not bad. I want to see. Yeah, he's really cute. Yeah, they just have like the strings. I'm kind of wondering if I want to brush him out, so it's a little fluffier. And the body does not look right at all. Which I'm confused about. So I don't know what the heck I was making, but I might have to redo the body, which is okay. But I'm like, why doesn't that look the same at all? The hat looks right. So I don't know, maybe I scrolled when I shouldn't have, and then I ended up doing 2 parts of the pattern, because it was like jumping up and down when I was working on that part. But I like the hat. Ta-da! Wizard's hat. Yeah, the body just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. You bug me. Let's see. I'm gonna turn. Which one is it? No, wrong one. Wrong button. This one. I'll be right back. Let me see. Pretty sure I have like a darker gray. I must. Of course I have lighter grays. It's not much darker. Might actually be the same color. That's not right. Dang it. Do I seriously only have lighter grays? Ugh. Of course I do. Well, I guess I might have like a darker, like black color. this one dark enough? This is gonna be the question. Oh, it is charcoal. We can see if this works. Let's see. Da, da. It's a very long sentence you wrote there. That is a lot. My assumption is it is saying, how are you? And I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. That could work. That could work. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I want to redo this part. I'm definitely getting rid of this guy. We are frogging it. But how are you doing, Raver? Welcome on in. I don't think it's right. I want to redo it. Frog it. Get rid of it. Goofy. But I think that charcoal definitely work for the cape part, which will be really nice. And then I only need like the skin tone color and the white, at least for the main piece. I think for the hat part, I have like a light green that'll work really nicely. You shall not pass! You are correct, Carrot. Thank you. Nearly 3 a.m., but hello. Hello! How are you? I almost made that the title. I was like, oh, maybe I should make it something clever. And then I was like, don't feel clever. Just feel like crocheting. Okay. There's the body. At least we got the hat. I'm feeling good about that one. Why did you come out weird? I'm at least gonna start it again. Yeah, see, I thought that's the size it was gonna be. Why did that... No, see, it doesn't... It's still gonna come out like the wrong size. I'm telling you right now. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with the body. I'm gonna fix it myself, I think. I like the hat. We got like a tiny mushroom for it. The mushroom I have is like this big, so it's not gonna work. Do I have any red up here? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Of course I do, because I have a lot of yarn downstairs that I'm working on. That's why I keep going, do I even have it with me? Because I don't want to run downstairs. I'm glad the Gandalf quotes are in your head now, though. I like that. Thank you. I also like my hat. Oh my god, I'm like stuck to everything. Yeah, so I would imagine that this would work. And then... Da, 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 da. It's probably too light. I feel like I need like a tanner color. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. We could try making the body again, but I'm not feeling... Look, I'm looking at this, and I'm just like, something's up. Something's weird about it, but I'm gonna try it again. At least part of it. You get me for a few more minutes. So much laundry. It happens. It piles up. Oh, so Snick is asleep in the corner of your desk being the best. Aww. I love that. Harvey definitely joined me for podcasting last night. Turn it into a penguin? Nah. I want a wizard. I want a wizard. Because I want it to look like the gnome from The Sims. That's what I'm going for. But I think having like the fun embellishments on the hat to make it more of the Sims gnome will be fun. So it'll be Gandalf. And it'll be some sort of forest wizard all put together. Okay. Da-da-dum. I was like, oh, it's tiny. I was like, oh, the tiny body is going to be so cute, just like a little small gnome. And I'm like, yeah, this doesn't make any sense. Apparently I was right. My instincts were right about that one, but it's all right. Probably should have realized it faster. But also was just hopeful that it would be a cute tiny guy. This one will be very shelf-worthy. Okay. See, what I may have done was I skipped a couple of the increase rows somehow, and it still ended up working really nicely for some reason, but that's okay. There we go. Hopefully it was a nice day for everyone, though. And you guys had a nice Whip Wednesday, got some projects done or going or worked on even a little bit. Because sometimes you just need that tiny win to go for, and even if you just got part of the task completed, you did something. You got it. I do feel like this is already increasing better. So I'm just gonna chalk that up to user error. And then we never have to speak of it again. da, 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 da. And I'm glad that I found that charcoal, because I think that one's going to work for the cape. It's actually kind of funny that I ended up picking one that is called charcoal. Considering that was, you know, they're like, well, you could use this or dark gray. Charcoal. Works out. Let's see. I hope you're enjoying your time, Gigi. Thank you so much. Dum, bum, bum. Okay. I'm getting tired now. I could go for comfy clothes, blanket, some tea, and curl up with a book. I think that's what I want to do now to relax and wind down for the day. Much better. This is going much, much better. That's fine. This is good. All right. Let's see. Tomorrow my plan is to do some co-working because I got a lot of work to do. But I figured we could work together if you guys need to get some stuff done. So I'll be in Discord doing that. Maybe we can work on some other fun projects as well. But that'll be early too because I have plans tomorrow night. So just a heads up. But you are welcome to join us, work on some of your projects, work on work in general, whatever you need to do. Sometimes it helps to do it together. Like a study group. Four and 5. See, that looks a lot different than it did before. I don't know why I was just like, alright, I'm just gonna roll with it. Horrible plan, Rachel. Horrible plan. Oh, it's getting dark now. All right. Very good. Yeah, see? Much wider. This is going to be a way better gnome body for us to work with. Yay! Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to want to do the staff. I'm thinking if we could take like a pipe cleaner, you know, roll those together. We could even have like, then crochet like a tube to go on it to give it like that branch look to it. Could be kind of nice. They use like a dowel rod to make something really simplistic. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yes, okay. So, but I'm like, with this one, with what it looks like in the little teaser trailer, I'm like, well, this one's got like a hooked look to it with like a little couple like extra pieces branching off of it. So I'm wondering if that would be the best route, is to take like some wire, like a pipe cleaner or something like that, and just like make like a crocheted tube. We could add like the little embellishments to get that shape. Because I do want it to stand up pretty easily. 6, 2, yes. One more. I want to see it. I love that your snake is just peeking. Hello. Hello. That is so cute. I love that. I love that so much. It's like, what you doing over there? Oh, I love it. What a goof. All right. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so now that should be all of our increases. So this is definitely going to make more of like a ball shape, like a sphere. With the way it actually is going to look. So instead of like that little 2B shape, it should be fine. She hit again? Oh my god. Playing hide and seek now at this point. Was it when I was just talking to myself? When I was counting? That might have been when I was quiet. Or I'm just getting quiet because I'm getting tired. But this is feeling so much better. Because I have not changed anything on my stuff. Okay. Sitting like this at my desk and crocheting wears me out. It makes me tired. I like to shift position and sit back. It's silly how that happens. If I can't see you, you can't see me. Yeah, exactly. It's the crouching gamer mode. I crouch, I am now hidden. Okay, let me see. Where? There you are. Just like trying to figure out where I put everything. Ba-ba-bum. You know, if I didn't have to redo the body, I feel like we would be in a better spot, but that's fine, you know? Thanks. Thanks. I don't even know who I'm complaining about. Myself, I suppose. Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay, very good. Perfect. Okay. I just wanted to grab a couple of things. So I am ready. If the snake is a gamer, that could work. And considering Shifties did say hello earlier, I bet could also game very, very well. Yeah, every once in a while I like to have just, I mean, that's probably all the time, but every once in a while I like to have the fun project to do alongside my laundry list of other things to do. Because then it's like a fun one to be like, oh, I'm going to go work on the fun project. And then come back to it later. And I think that's what this Gandalf will be. Oh, okay. I ran out of yarn. Hold on. I say I ran out of yarn. It's only because I'm repurposing the ones from the incorrect body. But hey, we have our plan. We're excited. I'm excited to see what the trailer actually is going to be like tomorrow for The Sims, for the new expansion pack. It's going to be kind of fun. Always a good time to see the reveal and see what's going to come from the next piece. Hopefully something fun and exciting and interesting and all of those good things. All good build items would be fantastic. I'm still hopeful for some Hobbit-like decor. Some whimsical stuff going on. Sailor Moon? I don't know about Sailor Moon. I have not heard that one at all. This next expansion pack seems to have fairies in it. So it's more like whimsical nature, gnomes, and fairies. But I have not heard anything about Sailor Moon, unless that's like a mod. Which definitely could be a mod. Okay. Yeah, I think this will be perfect. All right. But I think after this row, we're gonna get the heck out of here. And my plan is to co-work tomorrow in Discord, so if you want to join me there, feel free. Feel free to join our Discord and a really cool community that we have. And then Friday, I plan on streaming something. I think I have it set to Planet Zoo right now, but we'll have to see. Whatever we're feeling, we'll play. Could be Minecraft, could be Planet Zoo, could be The Sims, could be some Subnautica. The world is our oyster. We could play some demo games. Could be fun to do that too. Always like doing something silly and different. Find something new to look forward to. Much better. Alright, so we have our Gandalf little body is started. The hat is going well. I really do like the hat now. With like the brim the way it is, it looks really good. So what we'll do is I'm going to try to embroider some leaves onto this to add that nature, and then I'll have like a little mushroom that we'll crochet to put on it as well, which I think would be super cute. And I think with the beard, I'm still thinking with the beard I want to brush out the yarn to make it a lot fluffier. Like, not quite just here's this fluff, but make it a lot softer, a little bit more together. Almost felt it, I guess, is kind of the idea. But I hope you enjoyed today. I hope you had some fun. Got some work done if you were lurking and working, because that's always a good time. Make sure you're following me on all of my socials. Hopefully I'll start posting more, because I'm really bad at it right now. Just really bad at everything, but it's fine. I'm getting better. Check out the podcast, rate, review, subscribe. The new volume is dropping each week. And then there's the Discord. I told you, you can join us. We have a really cool community. I'm telling you. I think you'd like it there. And then also, I have a YouTube channel. VODs are all up there. And then I'm also putting out some more fun videos that I've finally started getting to record again and edit and have some fun with that. All right. But let me get the raid call and the sub raid in. Let me get this started. Let me hit my end screen. Oh, I still have it on. I mean, I guess that's fine. But if I change it, it just feels more like today. There we go. Let's get that raid started. You have a good one too. Thank you so much for joining. We're gonna keep the makers and crafters fun fiber artist shenanigans going. I think that's always a good time. There we go. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'm going to say, keep crafting, keep gaming, stay lazy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Have a great night. Have a great week if I don't get to see you. You know? If the beginning of the week was kind of you still got the second half of the week to make it way better. If it was already good, keep up the momentum. You've got this. All right, guys. See you later. Good night. Bye!